Here we have a geometry question. There is a triangle given over here. In the figure above, if AD equals to BD equals to 2 times square root of 3, what is the length of AB? So in this triangle, we have to find the length of the side AB. And also it is given the length of AD and the length of BD are equal. So the length of each of these two sides is 2 times square root of 3. Okay, in a triangle, the angle measures which are opposite to the sides of equal length must be equal. So the angle measure over here is opposite to the side AD, and the angle measure over here is opposite to the side BD. So the angle measure over here and the angle measure over here are opposite to the sides AD and BD, which are equal in length. So these two angle measures must be equal. So already we know the measure of angle over here, that is 30 degree. Then the angle measure over here also must be 30 degree because both of them are opposite to the sides of equal length. Okay, then what must be the angle measure over here? Already we know that in a triangle, the three interior angles will always add up to 180 degree. So we know the measure of this interior angle 30 degree and this interior angle measure 30 degree. Then what must be the interior angle measure over here? So that the three interior angle measures will add up to 180 degree. Then it has to be 120 degree. Otherwise, what we can do is we can add these two interior angle measures 30 and 30, we get 60. This 60 has to be subtracted from 180. When I do so, I'm getting 120 degree. Now, if I add the three interior angle measure over here, I'm getting 180 degree. Okay, so if this angle measure is 120 degree, so what must be the angle measure over here? Already we know that, so here we have a straight angle. That is, this angle measure is a straight angle because it's an angle on the straight line segment BC, and it measures 180 degree. Always the straight angle measures 180 degree. So in this straight angle, this part is 120 degree. So what is the measure of this part? It has to be 60 degree. So that when I add 60 and 120, I'm getting a straight angle 180 degree. Okay, so here let's consider the triangle ACD. In this triangle ACD, there is a right angle over here at C. So it measures 90 degree. So in this right triangle ACD, I know that two interior angle measures are 90 and 60. So what must be the angle measure over here? It has to be 30. So that these interior angle measures will add up to 180 degree. So now in this right triangle ACD, we have the interior angle measures 30, 60 and 90. So it is a special right triangle. In a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle, the side which is opposite to 30 degree angle measure, that is the smallest angle measure, is called the shortest leg. So in this right triangle ACD, CD is the side which is opposite to the smallest angle measure, 30 degree. So CD is the shortest leg, and I do not know the length of CD. Let me assume the length of for the shortest side CD as X. Okay, so whatever length we have for the shortest leg, it has to be multiplied by 2 to get the length of the hypotenuse. It is a rule we have to remember in 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. So that is the side which is opposite to 30 degree angle measure is the shortest leg, and whatever length we have for the shortest leg, it has to be multiplied by 2 to get the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse AD. So hypotenuse is the side of the right triangle which is opposite to 90 degree. So here AD is the hypotenuse. So the length of AD is 2 times X. So that is 2 times the length of the shortest leg CD. But already we have the length of the hypotenuse AD. So that is 2 times square root of 3. But we got 2x over here. So comparing this 2x and 2 times square root of 3. So we get x equals to square root of 3. So here we can write square root of 3. So what is the length of BC now? To get the length of BC, we have to add the length of CD, the length of DB. When I add square root of 3 and 2 times square root of 3, I'm getting 3 times square root of 3. So the length of BC is 3 times square root of 3. Okay, here now let's consider the right triangle ABC. In this right triangle ABC, we have right angle at the vertex C, 90 degree, and the angle measure at vertex B is 30 degree. It's given. So, and also what's the angle measure of the vertex A? It's 60 degree because 30 positive 30. So it becomes 60 degree over here. So the angle measure over here is 60 degree. So ABC is a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. Already we have discussed the stuff for the 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. So in this 30, 60, 90 special right triangle, so the side which is opposite to the smallest angle measure 30 degree is the shortest leg. And here I do not know the length of the shortest leg AC because this is a side which is opposite to 30 degree angle measure. Okay, I assume the length of the shortest leg or the side which is opposite to 30 degree as Y. Then, according to the 30, 60, 90 special right triangle concept, if the length of the shortest leg is y, then the length of the side, which is opposite to 60-degree angle measure, must be a square root of 3 times the length of the shortest leg. So then the length of the leg BC must be y times square root of 3. So because BC is the side which is opposite to 60-degree angle measure, always we have to remember this concept. Whatever length we have for the shortest leg, it has to be multiplied by square root of 3 to get the length of the side which is opposite to 60 degree. And to get the length of the hypotenuse AB, we have to multiply the length of the shortest leg by 2. So the length of AB, the hypotenuse is 2 times y. So here once I get the value of y, I can multiply it by 2 to get the length of AB. So that is the target of the question. Okay, here now we got the length of BC in terms of y, that is y times square root of 3. But already we know the length of BC, that is 3 times square root of 3. So comparing this 3 times square root of 3 and y times square root of 3, that is both of them represent the length of BC. So when I compare 3 square root of 3 and y square root of 3, at the place of y, I have 3. So now I got the value of y, so y is equal to 3. So when y is equal to 3, what's the value of 2y? So 2 times, we have to plug in 3 for this y. So 2 times 3, which is 6. So now I got the length of AB. AB equals to 6 units. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C.